Happy Wednesday networking, everyone. I want to share with you some of the networking experiences I've had in the last week. So I can tell you it's been a very light week in terms of networking for me. Next week, you'll hear a lot more opportunities because today I went to a networking event, but that's going to be on next week's update because I have all these thoughts to prepare. It was an early morning. But for last week, I went to my usual North Shore Networking Association Thursday morning virtual meeting. I also met with Sarah Blankenship, my weekly regular. I wouldn't have my weeks any other way without having Sarah in them. Her and I met on LinkedIn and just continued to chat every single week. Not only are we talking about, professional stuff, but we're also talking about personal life, and we're bouncing ideas off of each other, and we're sort of doing a knowledge share. And I will tell you the best part about being, or the hardest part sometimes about being an entrepreneur, is that you work by yourself, right? You have nobody else that works with you when you're a solopreneur. And so I like to have the people that I network with really be like my colleagues. And so Sarah and I almost feel that way. I'll call her up when I have an idea. She'll call me up when she has an idea. We celebrate our wins together. We figure out ways we can help one another. And I really enjoy that relationship that Sarah offers me. So I thank her so much for that. And I also went to a Port City Women event. And so those were the 3 networking things I did this week. Again, it was light, but I want to take the opportunity while I have you as a captive audience to talk a little bit about why networking has always been so important to me. I sort of sprinkled this in a few of my videos, but want to give a little bit more detail. So for me personally, networking is not only a high because I like to meet people, and that's always been a part of like my life. I've been a reporter, been a journalist, right? And so in that regard, I always wanted to meet people and learn about them. So it's a personal reward in that case, but also I love building a network and a community of people to surround myself with. As I said, as a solopreneur, it allows you to have people to bounce ideas off of and do knowledge shares and exchanges, celebrate victories with one another. But it's also in terms of having your own business, right? Those relationships that you develop early on can eventually turn into something more fruitful down the road. So I've met people, and the business has officially been here a year now, according to our LLC. I met people in April of last year when I was first starting my business. And they have now come back around and said, hey, I have a job for you, or I have a client I want you to meet. And so sometimes when your message is spreading word of mouth, it's not always a short sale time frame. Sometimes it's a long game. And it's about building and cultivating those relationships and then being on people's radar. And there's this great quote about, having your name said in rooms that you're not in, right? And for me, that's what I love about networking. I'm constantly using my connections names in rooms that they're not in because I want to provide them more value. I want them to meet more people. And so networking for me has just been very important throughout my life, but particularly my business. And I've seen a lot of results from it. I encourage you, network in whatever way works for you in your business, whether you're going to a BNI, whether you're going to a chamber event, whether you're, part of a women's group, whether you're networking online, right? Whatever those cases are, maybe you do a smattering of all of those, like myself. But find what works for you and build your community. You'll need them when it comes to mental health. You'll need them for idea sharing. You'll need them for celebrating wins. You'll need them when you're at a low point and you need somebody to say, hey, can you just give me a pick me up, right? And so those people, like for me, my Sarahs, that you'll connect with, that you'll just sort of have this relationship that just surpasses everything that you expected it to. So go out there and network in whatever way makes sense for you. And if I can offer you any guidance, I'd be happy to do so. And if you want to meet any of my connections, you can always reach out and I'm happy to make introductions. Just let me know what types of people you want to meet and I'll see who I have. Hope you all have a great rest of your day and good luck networking. Happy Wednesday. Bye.